Cool. Welcome, guys. Thank you. You guys look lovely. I don't know if you want me to do the bling bow now. I'll wait for the main man. But yo, thank you all for coming. You know why we're here. I mean, like, what we have tonight is like, yo, man, it's monumental, man. One of the most illustrious.
Huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monumental.
Yeah.
Huge.
Colossal
artist of our time, you know. So yeah, man, like just before we go in, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if you can hear this, but yo, we highly grateful for this, man.
Yeah.
Ain't never did shit in a theater before. Can we curse, Berkeley?
Wow, they usually ask us this question.
I don't know, man. What's the label saying? We good?
What's the motif way?
Okay.
The sobering way, we embrace every single word in the lexicon, whether English or Tswana, Pedi, Zulu, Xhosa, Ndebele, Yonkinto.
Alright, fuck that.
So we set the tone just like that.
Yeah.
So the formalities. Thank you everybody for RSVPing and honoring the invite to a live podcast and somewhat of a live decoding of a career and a body of work. And we are brought here today by the illustrious, amazing, prolific, excellent, polarizing, phenomenal,
highly
talented,
wordsmith, rapper / you might kill us for this one, poet.
PoetMC.
He didn't start as a rap, he was a poet.
Let Wikipedia say it.
Oh man. Just kidding.
But yeah, I think we should bring him on and then do our bling bows and give him his flowers in person as well. Yeah,
man.
And can you guys give him a round of applause?
Let's do that,
on,
man.
Come on, yo.
Round of applause.
Stogie, mother effing T. Come on now. There you go.
What's going on, bruv?
Told you niggas.
What's going on, man? Special cloth alert. What's that?
Got that
velvet?
shit on too.
Huh? Was that velvet velour? What we call that?
What them shoes is,
What's
Prada?
that?
Hello. What's up, yo?
Easy, man. You? Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. We're here. It's your world. Let's go.
Is it really?
It really is, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Kheti, it wouldn't be the sobering if we didn't give them the onomatopoeias, man. Come on now.
Go ahead.
Cause I don't even know what to call this one, but let's go. Blimba Chicken Chow Mein Mkhetwa, aka Bekwara, and a whole bunch of other AKAs. The Sobering Podcast. It's a special episode, man. I don't even know if it's a special episode. You see what's going on, man. Let's go.
Man. Yeah, man, it's definitely an ingredient in the Kota way, special, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anyway, it's Big Frat, a.k.a. Young Kwaito, because I'm in the loop, Niskim Sam, you know?
And as per usual, Kiki to my feet.
You gotta point it out. Give him the whole thing.
Kiki to my feet. With the camera, I see.
Oh, man. And I think you guys, you see what's happening over here. We've got, where do we start with this brew? You know, I don't know if he should even just like introduce himself because we might not even do him justice because of how amazing of an artist he is, you know? And I think we are honored to have this conversation and opportunity to pick the brain of the ever so amazing Stogie T.
Salute. Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming, I guess. Salute.
Yeah, man.
So, just before we go, I think was there an announcement that we had to make?
Definitely. I mean, just you guys will be in for a treat after this beautiful conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this amazing human being over here is gonna put on a good show. Maybe we'll have like a nice 30-second interval just to digest.
30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
30 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you for the metric correction.
Someone's been playing 30 seconds.
Definitely have.
Carlton Center.
I'm nice.
And a little housekeeping, please. Phones on silent for now.
Yeah, man. Phones on silent, please. We'll be treated to a nice show by Stogie. We'll have a nice 30-minute intermission to digest the conversation, and after that, we're gonna rock. You know what I mean?
Gonna rock.
Oh, he definitely is.
Yeah. That's
Stogie!
Yo,
I said, Kulu.
let's go, bro.
Let's talk. Shout out to Kolani Gwala
Shout out to him.
one time.
So, I mean, the main function of this, right, was one we're going to get to. I mean, you're putting out a new project, right, by the name of Shallow.
Yeah, it's EP.
It's an EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I had to say, project is all encompassing. So,
Do you guys still have those distinctions, like mixtape, album, EP? Does that really matter?
You tell us, actually. You know what I mean? Because you've defined it as an EP.
Yeah. I mean, I come from the album world, so, kind of long form, anything between 14 and like
16?
Yeah, like 30, I guess, but with the streamings and whatnot,
Oh, yeah.
But 12 is still album,
Yeah.
I know there's a number to it. There's a actual metric that they use. But
Like long play and extended play.
exactly.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
There we
know
go.
the
There we
Grammys
go.
do it as 49 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
The project is over 49, it's an album.
Yeah, but it also changes kind of how you create the stuff, like when you're thinking if it's kind of preemptive, you're going, okay, I'm making an EP or a mixtape or an album. For me, it's always meant that like, album is, okay, we throw in everything at it.
Yeah.
Kitchen sink, I'm going to go get Zahara, rest in peace. I'm going to go get, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then mixtape is kind of like, because it's hip hop, I always think it's like, back to the basics, jacking for beats. Let me just get a producer. Let me just spit. Let me
Chop up a sample.
Exactly. So it's like it's less kind of like, who's this for? It's more like, okay, look, let me just showcase what I'm able to do. You know what I mean? So creative, and then EP is really like, I've got this idea. I've got this kind of like thought, but it's not fully kind of like realized, like say an album would be, right? And maybe you have 3 songs that you created like that, and you go, 2 more of these and we got something.
Yeah.
So and I think this is where this came from. It came from a song idea called 80s Love, right? And the sound of the song, you kind of inspired by like, this I'm 80s baby, right? So it's like, this soundscape, this nostalgic kind of energy, the A-Team, Night Riders, Doom, all that stuff, you know what I mean? Kind of.
Yeah.
And I always, every time I spoke to like, serious musicians, they always said the 80s was really trash, like musically.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, that's
Really?
I mean,
Terrible.
there's Prince and there's this other thing, but generally people are like, remember disco, dog.
Over synthesized.
Remember,
I'm a
and
90s baby, so yeah.
Am I losing you some of this?
No, you're not losing.
Okay.
Me, it's news to me because the 80s sounds so amazing to me, and I see it being recreated a lot of the
Absolutely.
times. Like one of the
Absolutely.
biggest pop stars, his biggest inspiration is the 80s
Like
soundscape.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd,
Yeah.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah,
Facts.
but carry
Yeah,
on.
so but generally people are like saxophone, the synth, all that stuff, But there was a world, particularly here, where a lot of that stuff that was being kind of appropriated here, they were kind of creating new things, There were new things happening, and also the fervor of the country, like it was very violent. It was kind of like the most aggressive time, you know what I mean?
Was intense.
But we're still feeling stadiums with Brenda and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like this crazy kind of tumultuous thing that was happening, and to me, I always thought that was unexplored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so to kind of just, and I wasn't here. You know what I mean? This wasn't just me in exile. I was displaced. So that thing was always fascinating to me. So just to kind of, tap into that, but also sonically, but also kind of like, the psyche of it,
But how did you tap into that? Because you weren't here physically. You didn't feel the intensity.
Good question. So I used to play, I'd be in like Lusaka or somewhere watching TV, and this was my frame of reference. When there's any story about South Africa and there's someone doing an interview, I just look at my mom and say, good guy or bad guy? And she'd be like, no, bad guy, don't worry, good guy. You know, she would just like, quick reference, quick context for me, you know? And, you know, the reason I say that's a really good question, right, is I think I've had a chip on my shoulder for a long time about being, like, people saying my experience is not South African.
Enough.
Right?
Fair.
And which is crazy to me because what displaced me? What experience is that? You feel me? It's like that is maybe not typical, but that is a South African experience.
Yeah.
We have many people who tell that story of like being displaced by what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, okay, you might not, you know, I might not have, you know, seen the hippo. You know what I mean? I might only have seen them as really? You were running from that thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, you have a reference, you know, of it. And also it's like, yo, that's the promised land. For me, you know, I'm not watching it like a Zambian is watching it or like a guy from Germany is watching it. I'm watching it like, that's home. Yeah. Apparently. You feel me? I gotta go back there. So that, you know, so I think that chip on my shoulder turned into like a mission to say, I want to reconnect with home. And so I really become very defensive. And now I'm a little bit more, I'm older, I'm reserved, but I want to reconnect, and I get a little antsy when people start to challenge my place.
Your South Africanness.
Yeah.
I get a little like, and the easiest one, the earliest one was always, but you rap in English.
Yeah.
That was the earliest one. That was like you rap in English. And then the band, it's like, ish, and half of them are white. And it's like, ish. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, this guy, can't you just fit in, you know?
So those are in the industry in your childhood, though, when you came back.
Dog.
How bad was that?
Okay.
Before that, where did you come back to?
93.
Yeah, but where did you go?
At the time I was in Lusaka.
Yeah, and then when you got here, where did you first
got back
go?
to South Africa.
Soweto, Jabavu, Central Western Jabavu.
Yeah.
Straight in the...
Shout out to the hostels, man, Jabavu.
Shout out to the who?
The hostels.
The hostels, man. Is that what the hostels are?
Nah.
Out of town boys worldwide.
Nah,
Sorry. Yeah.
Oppenheimer, like yes.
I guess.
I don't know, but anyway.
Askies.
That's wow. It's just like put hostels in Jamal.
Look, it is what it is.
Askies. Bet. So I mean, look, fam is fam. So fam will be like, and until real talk, until you learn the language and you just you assimilate, and it's like, it's all love. It's, you know what I mean. And other people had it worse than I did. Some people, I think it was a blessing that I was thrown right in the middle of the. Yeah. Before it was like Berea or something. You know what I mean? It was straight in the hood. It was like, okay, Ugoliwen, okay, sharp. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's one palo and you feel me? So, but it helped, man. It helped the assimilation or just kind of readjusting. You know what I mean? And it became a little bit of a superpower as well, because you kind of you are able to code switch. You feel me? You are able to code switch, and okay, Model C, okay, the hood, okay, and but and kind of start to create your own, like, comfort zone, and being challenged that young forces you to stand on business.
Yeah.
And the skin gets thicker quicker.
Ain't no business.
As
You
a
feel me?
child.
You gotta, so
Got the toughies.
yeah, absolutely,
Paganese.
absolutely. So,
Bronx.
Yeah, depending on business, got the bones.
nah, look, Doc Martin, maybe, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Doc Martin,
Well,
Doc
that's
Martin.
even better. That's even
Doc
better.
Martin, Doc Martin, yeah. Yeah, when no Tim's in.
hectic. So you say it's inspired by that 80s soundscape, right?
Yeah.
But now in terms of you theming it as shallow, right? With a lot of juxtaposing views. It's like you living in two worlds there, right? And I think one of the joints actually it says it quite accurately with like the cause is shallow, but the pain is deep. You know, so in terms of that, you don't really get that from like the content of like 80s love, or maybe some of it is flying over my head, you know, because you an artist that we have to decode a lot, right? So what threw you in that juxtaposing themes?
Yeah, well, because of the country we live in. I mean, we all live in this country. We all like, we're watching. Literally, you're watching someone live their best life, like ribbon on the Mercedes Benz, right? Like Gucci shopping spree, like million followers. What you know what I mean? We all watch that, and then when you turn the phone down, you look around and it's like no toilets.
Yeah.
It's like
electricity.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's dark out.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? All I see is juxtaposed. You feel me?
Yeah.
All I see is something about this don't make sense, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing I've always kind of wanted to reflect is kind of like the truth. As I see it, I never wanted to ignore it. I always wanted to kind of delve into it, and so like 80s love, right? I say I want that Winnie in the perm love. I want that visiting Madiba in the cell love.
Yeah.
What's that? That's like pure, like that's sacrificial love. That's like someone sacrificed someone. You know what I mean? And so that's like I want that kind of love. But guess what? They still got divorced.
Hectic.
You feel me? It's like, so on the surface it would be like, that's that
Yeah.
love,
Ride or
but
die.
it's like,
That's in the 80s.
Yeah, maybe not one guy.
Actually, maybe not.
you feel me?
Yeah.
So like for me it's always those things. It's like, and you start to question all the things. The heroes. Who are our heroes? Our heroes are like people who sacrificed, you know what I mean? Who are our villains today? Do you feel me? We're literally living this we're living this up and down life, bro. Where up is down and down is up. You know what I mean? And just kind of exposing it and seeing and kind of, I feel like when I write a song, I feel like I'm going,
Yeah. Can't you see it?
or something, you know?
Yeah,
You're like, this is great, and not judging it, because I think before that's when the Stogie thing happened, because before there was a coming from a moral position of like, yo, these are my views, these are my values, and my sister, you ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? That was
Close, man.
that was my position back then. You feel me? So you know this. You know this,
And
right?
that was funny because I was about to ask. Like, I'm trying to understand like the difference between a Stogie and a Tumi.
Yeah.
Especially when I listen to this, I'm just like, but this is what Tumi was saying as well. And you're gonna have to unpack the proper differences there. Yeah.
So I mean, it's look
The subtle difference.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's subtle in that it's layered. That's there's things there. You know what I mean? There's things that you kind of have to. But the general kind of like functional difference is that on one end, it came from like a, look, this is my position on the world. This is my lens on the world. Hey, this is my view on it. Check it out, But that was limiting. And as I grew older and as I wasn't the same guy who came out when he was 20, 18, 19, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't that guy, bro. I was like different. I had other stresses, other realities, show, you know what I mean? You're like, yo, bro, trying to figure it out, you know? Yeah. So you're like, okay, I just kind of want to be, I want to just reveal it. I just want to reveal it. I don't want to judge. I don't want to have to place, like my morals on people. I just kind of want to, like, you know, I mean, look, obviously I have a position, right?
Yeah.
But for the function of, like, you know, Stogie T, I was like, I want my thing broader. I want to be able to talk about.
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
Play.
Come on, pause.
Pause, play. Go
Hey,
ahead.
yo.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yo, what, brother? Come on, man.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah. But as you were, man.
Keep it going, though. Pause. Keep on, but pause.
Yeah, keep on, but pause.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So when they said, yo, who would you like to speak to about this? I said, yeah, some mature gentlemen who are, like, you know, well-read, you know.
Yeah, let me tell you something funny. You know the first person that paused me in real life?
That was probably 10 years ago, right?
World Cup 2010. We were at the Nike joint watching a soccer game or something. Yeah, you paused me.
I was young, dumb, you know. I was young and dumb.
But as you were, yeah.
No, I just wanted a bigger lane, you know, like to be able to, you know, to express myself. I wanted to be a repository because there were schools of thought that said because of who I am, because of what I stood for, I couldn't speak about certain things. You know what I mean? It's like, and it showed. I tried to do a song called Hello Kitty, and they rejected it as Tumi. They rejected it. They said, Tumi wouldn't do that.
Yeah, the Tumi people didn't like that.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that didn't land well, man.
That didn't land with the Tumi.
So I was like, okay, y'all can have him.
Yeah.
Y'all can have him. There's albums, there's records, you can have him. Keep him. He's dead. He's over there. Me, I'm not dead. Okay. I'm still alive. I still have life in me. I still have things to say. So I'm going to do this thing. And you really don't respect this Stogie T thing, bro. That transition was crazy.
Yo, Stogie.
You guys don't realize.
Let him cook.
You guys don't realize, like, nobody, and I mean nobody, no one. When you first saw that thing, when you first saw it, said he's lost his mind. He's gonna be like Cooley China dabbing.
Oh, that's them.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Cooley, by the way. That dabbing song was crazy.
Did you guys show
to see Cooley dabbing?
Shout out to A1 Wolf, though.
But yeah, shout out A1 Wolf.
I'm dabbing
You guys were like, yo, T's lost his mind. You know, I was called all types of fake Rick Ross, all types of things. All types, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, for one, we didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, Stogie.
Till today, Stogie. That's the best one. Stogie.
Come out like a cigar with like
Right.
Niggas smoke weed.
Yeah, but it was a lot. It was a lot to digest, though.
No, it was. I mean, but you see, I had to. Pause where this stuff.
Yeah.
I had to be direct. I had to be deliberate, you know, and to kind of, like, you know, and also, you know, when everyone was like, "What are you doing? You crazy?" I was like, "Remember, I'm coming from a point where there was a band, there was an artist before the band, so I had done these things, and, you know, for me in my head, I was like, people are gonna call me what I want them to call me, and they'll fight at first, but it's gonna be like, yo, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. What you gonna do? You gonna call me the other thing? No, you won't.
Well, they still do.
Yes,
I do. I mean,
what's the last Tumi record you heard?
Hello Kitty. In that baby range. What is it called? The evil. Hello Kitty.
Hey, yeah. You know Hello Kitty.
You feel that, Jay?
Hello Kitty was some fire, man. But yeah, the marriage between the South. No, man, but you know me and
No, but it was weird. No, but it was weird to see.
I mean, I can understand that, but you know, a lot of things were considered weird in Tumi's discography. You know what I mean? There was the Black Eyed Peas-esque song that you did, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That
one?
it wasn't Hello Kitty, man. But
Nah, chill out, bro.
I think you know that joint, bro. This man. It was on the Blink Twice joint, man.
You're probably saying it wrong. You're probably saying it wrong. I don't know,
bro. There was that joint, bro. And the thing is, because it's not on streaming,
Hobby.
Whole world. Hobby.
I want about Baobab.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? You got
Thank you, Siba.
Bradley, you vetted these people?
Hobby.
Did you vet these people?
Thank you. That shout out to Siba. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
These are
Siba.
3 songs.
Hobby. And you
here.
even equated it to a Black Eyed Peas song and a Black Eyed Peas soundscape. So you have those moments where your traditional audience sort of gets mad at you for certain things that you do. Even the Bricks, but the Bambazella joint didn't go down well either.
No, that shit was fire.
That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
But
Yeah, the response was crazy.
Yeah.
how was the response?
Yeah, they were like
To the
what?
usual
Thank you.
people, but to the rest of
Nah,
South
they-
Africa,
The response was still a traditional Tumi listener was like, yo, what's this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there are a lot of those instances. I'm trying to just understand
That's my shiny suit era, I think.
But you were still spinning on
Yo,
That's
hobby,
That's
bro.
your volume
Me, I'm
one. That's your
saying,
sunshine.
Yeah.
Like
That's
for
my
me,
shiny
if I put hubby there and I put Hello Kitty there, I mean,
kinda- I got you.
Hello Kitty was like what was that joint Yamos where he's juxtaposing the stripper girl and the working girl in the video?
Sex, love, and money.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like that's what Hello Kitty kind of sounded to me, and it was like very coherent with the whole Tumi.
It was still Tumi.
You know what I mean? So I don't understand. I mean,
I think you still had beads in the video
yeah.
too.
The sort of sweaters that you were wearing at the time could be questioned.
Sweaters?
It was crazy
There
that
was
time.
the leather sleeves and
The mohair.
the mohair
Yeah,
on the
it was
torso.
crazy
That
time.
thing
that
was nuts.
that was kind of
Crazy
weird.
Bunch era with,
What's Bubesi's thing?
That was the
Punk
Anwar
Ivy.
times.
That's Punk Ivy,
Punk
baby.
Ivy.
Come on.
Yeah.
Relax.
You see, now you're putting
Okay.
But I'm trying to just understand why Hello Kitty would have been the catalyst to saying, okay, I still want to do some more of this sort of vibe, and you guys aren't accepting it from Tumi, so I'm just gonna create a new moniker.
I'm still waiting on the difference between the Tumi and Stogie T.
I still want to ask a question.
Let's let you ask.
Let's go for it, my brother.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. What I wanted to ask is that Tumi had sort of a huge responsibility as an artist, which kind of like removed you from being human in a way. Like we had to look up to you. You're 76 and all those things. And then was like Stogie like the more human you as an artist?
It's actually the other way around. So
Crazy.
yeah, it's actually the other way around where I wanted to preserve the like my life, and I was like, you know what, no more, because the Hello Kitty was about my daughter.
Sorry.
and so I know they're not rejecting my daughter. I know that. I know that. So I'm not bugging. I'm not
on the right
bugging.
side of history.
No.
Imagine.
No, I understand that, but I was like, okay, you know what, like, you know, I still hide some things in even the Stogie T things. I still hide some things in there, you know, but for me, I just wanted to like create a separation. Like, this is a job. This is not my. This is, I do this. I'm good at it. It's my career.
You're that feedback, whatever that is. Yeah.
On the mic.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, just you know, I don't want that relationship with this thing anymore.
Yeah.
I just wanna, and so to just be an artist. Stogie T is an artist. He presents music. Of course, like I said, I throw some things in there, especially when I feel like they can be universally appreciated and understood. You know, we share some of those experiences with people. I can sprinkle those in, but for the most part, it was like, yo, I don't want to do that. And then also, I wanted to give me a wider range for me to be able to talk about anything and everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like probably not the best example, but Hove can talk about like a Black Panther, and he can talk about like, you know, the streets. You know what I mean?
About Fred Hampton and then talk about Crystal.
Exactly. Same verse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I also just wanted, not that specific thing, but I just wanted a wider range. I wanted a wider scope. You know, I wanted to open the aperture up. You know what I mean? And vacillate between the two. You know?
What's it now?
Yeah, man, nah, yo.
Okay.
I almost paused you because I don't understand. That's a late, bro.
But you see,
That's the antipode.
again, that again, then I'm still with Keith in terms of like still finding that difference, right?
The difference between,
maybe from a soundscape perspective, maybe, but then on shallow, it's like I really don't know the difference, you know, because a lot of it is written in like, so it's so personal, right? It's just like talking about some of your materialism and demons there, right? And then there's also you also just like conversation moments with your daughter, and then
when she's telling you about Killmonger.
Yeah, she's referencing Killmonger, and then you're proud that she can recognize martyrdom from like the Marvel, you know, universe, you know. Yeah. So again, it's just like, yo, man.
Well,
who am I listening to?
Okay. I see what you're saying. So there was more of a clearer difference, I think, in the beginning, where it was like, you know, Freakend featuring Dalez, Diamond Walk. You know what I mean? Like Big Dreams. It was like very clear. It was like, yo, hey, this is a different guy. You know?
Yeah.
So and now I have that freedom. So now I have that freedom. I can go anywhere. I can rap about Jesus now, and I can rap about Alexis now. You know what I mean? I'm free to do it. Biko, everything, all takers. You know, I've created that space for myself. So functionally, it's worked. You know, but you know, sonically, it's like, yo. I also have room, right? I also have room to you know, like to go. I could do 80s stuff. I could do live band stuff. I could do acoustic stuff. I could do trap stuff. I could, you know, Don't Know with Nasty. I could do Benny. I could do, you know what I mean? Like before, bro, it was a, you might not have felt it because, you know, you're probably engaging lyrically with it a little bit more, you know, but for the kind of boxes that people put rappers in, yo, it was the difference between getting a gig and not. You feel me? It was the difference between like, yo, nah, he's in that lane. Nah, they cannot access this. You are not allowed here. And then even in my life, it was like, yo, you can't make a mistake. You can't be this. You can't. Damn. So Dalez and AKA make a song with you know, dope song. What's the song with
Mugs?
Yeah, Heaven. Right? They got girls all up in the video, right? All up in there, right? Exactly. Amazing song, beautiful song. But they got girls all up in the video. No one says anything. I do in defense of my art, where I'm making a statement. I'm saying, yo, I'm gonna put myself in the middle of this thing to say I'm complicit. I'm not relaxed. I'm complicit. I'm part of the problem as a man, you know what I mean? These are the roles that I play. These are, you're perpetuating, Why me not here? Why? I'm the guy trying to make a thoughtful statement. And my man's is to, you know, yo, lick the sack. And it's like, come on, bro.
But I think it goes back to what I was saying, or at least trying to say.
Right, that there's a bit of a...
Yeah, there's some expectation from Tumi, and then when
God level expectation.
Yeah, you know, exactly.
I don't want that. I don't want that. That's between me and God. That's between me and my God. That's between you and your God.
Hallelujah.
I think...
Yeah.
I think so. I think you know, you know, it's I don't think that, you know, I don't think I'm above criticism or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's the danger. That's the danger. Ask your mama what it's all about. Then look at me. I'm just a rapper, nothing more than that. That's the danger of elevating these things that we do as like talents. It's like, no, he's special, so we can't say this about. We cannot. You know what I mean? It's like no. Like, I'm my uncle. I'm my uncle. I'm my uncle who worked at Bada for 30 years. I'm exactly like him. I'm just like, it's just a different lane. But that's.
But the thing about it, right, is that you also said this in your music. I don't understand why it's like those are your opening bars on Blink Twice. I ain't the coolest MC in the world. I ain't the truest you could be to a girl. Right. I amuse women.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But even on this project, I forget which song it is. You said I could bow out right now and still be crowned God.
Yeah, it's not not the fancy. That's not the, that was a little gaudy. That was a little pithy. Yeah. It's a little. That's not my. Yeah, that's not the greatest moment on that.
You bring it on yourself.
No, but it's small G. But I was just talking about rap. I was just talking about There's a moment where you just become. My son used to always say, Daddy, all your friends have superhero names. Reason, AKA, what are these? You know what I mean? It's like, all these and sometimes there's that part of it where, you just like, hey, look, man, all right, come on, artistic, license, nah, let me just, like, shallow, right? Big homie posted up, liquor foamy with cordon blanc, kids nosy photo ops with the homie annoying us, right? And it, it's like, it's just.
With the little homie annoying us. There's so many of those stories, right?
So many of those stories, man. Yeah.
But I just want to say,
you want to go there.
It's just that it's just like
What do you think? I'm curious. What do you guys think that's about? Like things like that,
what
like
exactly?
little the kind of conflicts that I've had publicly. Like with like the little like where even you go why Stogie? Well, what do you think that's about? What's your like diagnosis on that? I'm just curious.
I don't have a diagnosis. Some of the things I just think are on just a fundamental level, just like douchey. I'm sorry, you know what I mean?
Like douchebag vibes.
Yeah. It's like you know what I mean? It's like there's people that listen to you and to them, you've gotten them through, you've made them, accept certain parts of themselves, that it's okay to be like this, it's okay to like this. And then they see this representation in real life. They want to immortalize that moment. And you just like, nah, F that, man. Yeah. Run over there. You know what I mean?
Why? When did that happen?
That's happened a lot. There have been like Twitter conversations with you and people saying that like, yo, man, I just wanted a picture with you, man. I'm sure.
Yeah, but not on the way to go get my son an Iron Man mask and.
But like, and here's the funny thing.
They don't know all that.
They don't know.
Here's the funny thing about that, right? Is that the person I remember that tweet. The kid said, "I think your family knows who you are and understand why you would need to do that. Why you would need to take
That's an assumption. That's an assumption.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, but you just even affirmed the assumption with your kid saying all of your friends have superhero names.
No, that's him going, what's up with all of your friends who have superhero names?
No, that's him recognizing.
Nah, he's saying, why don't you have
That's him recognizing you're in the Justice League.
Yeah, that's him recognizing that you're a superhero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's certain, privileges that normal human beings, simpletons have that.
Ooh, simpletons.
Yeah, you see,
not
that's
simpletons.
My thing, you see, that's where you're going. The thing is, I reject where you're going with it.
That's cool, and you definitely allowed to, and forgive my terminology. You a simpleton. It's not to degrade everybody, but there's just
like a normal life.
Quote unquote. There's liberties that there's a certain privileges that a dentist has that you don't. You know what I mean? And there's certain privileges that you have that a dentist won't. You know what I mean? And
certain problems that I have that a dentist won't have.
100%. But at some point we sign that slip when we give ourselves to a certain profession. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what some fans that.
Well, look,
just
I mean,
want to,
look, being you know, being a Christian, I don't. My standard is a little is not your rapper, hence. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. It's like, was I unkind? Okay, that's not cool. Was I? You know what I mean? Like, to me, that would be the standard for me. You know, it's not. Or you know, I'm a bigger star than I think the diagnosis, the right diagnosis, is that I'm human.
100%. And you know what's the thing about that is that, you know, there's always loosely responsibilities. You know what I mean? And I think everything is just a conversation. I believe in conversation so much. It's a simple, polite, hey, homeboy, not now. It's like, you know what I mean?
It's not what you say,
I
it's
gotta
how
be.
you
You know
say
what
it.
I mean? Like, I gotta be. You know.
Yeah, look, it always helps. Now we have now I developed, and I don't know if this helps anyone, but I developed like default responses to certain. Because I mean, come on, if you spend a day and the same thing happens to you 15 times,
Yeah.
it might be smart of you to say, okay, let me have a pre-recorded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Message
right.
for this thing.
Like a generic chapeau jamboza?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah.
I have those now where it's like, oh man, this has actually made life, you know what I mean? If someone wants to rap for me, it's like, yo, there's an email, there's a this, there's a that. Boom, game over. You know what I mean? It's like, that's like under 2 minutes, I'm doing good. You know what I mean? And it's, you know what I mean? So that you have those that are like, okay, they kind of make life a little easier. But sometimes you have time. Sometimes you have time to like listen to like, yo, some mid rhymes and be like, yo, you know
Listen
what,
to
man?
this dude, man.
You're so nice with the generic talk, and then you're gonna talk about people having mid rhymes,
so
though.
I understand, man, but I also wish that you had that answer back in 2012 when you was out in Hatfield living KMC in an A class.
See?
When I walked
Look
up
at
to
that.
you, I'm like, yo, man, I'm
at
a
that.
big fan. You're like, I
Look at
wish
that.
you had that
man.
then.
Hey, man.
You see what
Hey,
I'm
man,
saying?
it happens.
But hey,
yo.
look at me now. You know? Eventually things work out.
You see?
They truly do.
Yeah.
Thank God that wasn't a villain origin story.
And you're at the root of a lot of villain origin stories. You know what I mean?
Probably, and unfortunately, probably.
You know, so yeah,
I can tell you one that I think is. I'm not put all the credit on me,
Yeah.
but I can't. No, actually, no. Let's leave it. Let's leave it alone. Let's leave it alone. Hey, let's leave it alone. Look at
Come
you,
on.
spicy,
Come on.
spicy.
We'll bleep out the name.
Spicy. Nah.
we ain't bleeping out nothing.
Exactly. Don't bleep out nothing.
But also, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
tell
who
the
is it?
story.
Nah, I'm gonna be disciplined. I'm gonna be mature.
Oh, okay.
But
Mature.
I mean, I guess leaning into like all of these moments, right? I mean, I think that's something you might grapple with a lot. Do you think sometimes a lot of your moments kind of overshadow your art and what you're trying to say in the music?
No, not at all. I think that the thing that the being here this long, the net benefit of being here this long is that generally everyone has a really cool Stogie moment. Like when this guy got me, this was that moment, you feel me? And that's so cool, bro. Cause it's like, it you know, those are flowers. Where it's like, you know, different people have, then some share the same moment, but it's like, it means you can look back and say, okay. It's like, you know, it's, I'm not, you know, I'm not so bad that I can ruin that, bro. That's a lot to ruin, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot to ruin with like a little mishap that everybody has. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. It's like, you know, but you know, so yeah, no, I don't think it overshadows. And also I don't think mine is that name where people go, oh, nah, I don't think that's the, you know what I mean? I don't think that's the.
So you think. So you think. I mean, it's a nice way to think. Nobody should think like better about themselves. But hey, man.
That's the thing. No, that can't be the thing. That can't be the thing.
There is a, oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, but then, come on, what is that?
That's your boy.
Like, come on, that's the, yo, they say that about Jordan, don't they?
Fair, they do.
Fuck them kids.
Listen to that, man.
They say that about Jordan.
Listen to that. Oh, my word.
Same WhatsApp group.
But I just want to...
No.
I want to take it back a bit, like from when he came back from Lusaka, the sort of like being an outcast in the hood. When you got into the game, did you somehow, given the type of music that you were making, did you somehow go through that as well?
No, you see, like I wasn't the. I always had. I found my village early. It's like pre-le club, cues. I found my village. So this wasn't alien. What I was doing to me wasn't alien. Yeah, okay, cool in the hood, my nigga, what do I, you know, whatever. All right, just like, yo, but I had a village. I had a place I could go, a safe space I could go to where we could play Method Man, play Who, play all that. And it's like, it's normal. And all those guys came from different places. So it's not like everyone was a Model C, China B. No, it's like, yo, there were guys from King Tembisa. Yeah, exactly. You ain't talking your way out of that one. But like, you know, like you had, so.
Was that space, what's it, database?
Yeah, database, that was me and Zweli, right? Yeah. And that came from that. It's like you nurtured in those spaces, where you're like, yo, we free enough to kick a poem in front of rappers. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the
yeah, exactly.
PoetMC.
I wasn't, listen, so listen, hold on, listen. And this has been said, I think Sabs is here somewhere, he posted it. Every single thing that people say is a poem that I did is on beat. As in, I can rap it to a beat. It's just, there's no beat. So everything, every single thing, there's not one people can say, man, this one. So it's just, the style of writing
Tumi.
is just so, it's so.
Tumi, you were a poet.
It's so, no, listen, Khafela.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
That was you squatting them.
No.
Look at this nigga denying his name.
In all fairness, you were like the poster child for the poets.
Yes, I was, but.
So calling you a PoetMC is not far-fetched.
No, my email is PoetMC, bro.
That's your
Till
fault.
Today.
That's why hold
on.
PoetMC.
Hold on. The argument, no, it's not Yahoo, man. The problem, the only problem I had is someone said I started out as a poet, and they said that in order to invalidate an opinion I had on essay albums. And that is the problem I had, is that you can disagree with me, but when you go, okay, I disagree with your opinion, and also I detest that people care about
your opinion. Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay.
So that's my problem here, is that so you're trying to like invalidate the thing by, you know what I mean? Hold on. So I'm just saying, okay, so the fixing here is like, no, I'm not opposed to being called a poet. To me, I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, I represented that thing. I do it well. I've had poetry tours. I've had, you know what I mean? I have poetry folk. You know, Khafela's the homie. Yeah, absolutely the homie. I have, a salute. You know. Yeah. I mean, what is it? Biko's Ghost features.
Yeah, Saul Williams.
Saul Williams is on Biko's Ghost. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is not an insult. This is not an insult. I don't perceive it as an insult. I'm just saying it's wrong. You are factually, it's cap. You're wrong. I didn't start out as a poet. I rapped, and also you heard me kick a poem in front of rappers. I could have been booed. but I wasn't. Why? Because it was dope. And they accepted it. They went, that's nice. That's nice. That's dope. And it's like, okay, we can do this here. Now we can do this here.
Tumi, why do you care?
Because invalidation. Because that's the chip on my shoulder. That's the chip on my shoulder. I'm like, the thing to get me, and you're right, the thing to get me is, yo, you don't.
You cannot represent me.
And that's and I say that and I said that and I say that I didn't say it behind your back. I say that to your face. I say I respect and with respect as well. There was no funny in that. No, in the moment.
Respectfully.
No, hold on. In the moment. No, hold on. At the time he asked me. At the time they asked me, I responded with, yo, it was after a battle with 1L. I remember the day. It was after the battle with 1L. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I was on the high. I was loving life. I was like, yo, I've proven that I can, to myself, not telling you, that I can be at the leisure spot 313. I could be at, like, you know what I mean? At Ritual Store.
Scrambles for money, baby.
Grayscale.
Grayscale. My bad. You know, shout out to Dave. I can be. And that's my thing. I've always been like, yo, if it's about rap, if it's about hip hop, I want to be in these spaces. I want to be able to be in these spaces. The thing that I've rejected though is the thing that I'm grappling with are the things that, are destructive about the culture that I'm in.
Explain.
I mean, shallow is about, for me, it's about mental health. It's about and kind of collective consciousness, our collective, all these, the juxtaposing, all these things, and see what does that do to us? What's the net result of all this kind of, like, you know what I mean? And looking around and going, talking with my pastor, my friends, saying, yo, all the guys I came up with are dead. You know who the most successful rapper is to me? Zubs.
That's my.
You know what I mean?
Because
he achieved a normal life. He did it. He ran. Well, I'm trying to achieve a normal life. I think that's something to aspire to. And by that I mean, man, I just want those problems, bro. I want those regular problems, man. I want those, like, I know. I like this thing is, there's so much facade in this thing. There's so much facade in it.
So true.
And it's hard if you don't have, like, the right people around you, the right woman around you, it's like it can become so, like, the thing that's right here can become so blurry, bro. When I look at it, I go, yeah, the ones that are successful are the ones that just kind of like, man, wait, you can do that? You can do what? Where did you go? Yo, what did you do? Oh, that's dope. That's amazing, And versus. And versus. I was once hot. I was number one. And now my thing is not working. And I can't go outside because my thing is not working. And I'm in this dark place, and this dark place starts to become a cloud, starts to become a thing. You are has-been, you were this, you are, I even hate the thing now. Everything about the thing. You throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's like, all these tragic stories that to me sound like the same thing. they all sound. I know they're different. They have they have a look of something different, but to me, they all feel like the same thing. They all feel like it was that one thing that like that fills the space with smoke, and you cannot see.
Oh man,
that's dark. T.
I love the way that you laid that out, right? And that's also quite evident in Shallow, right? And I think you know the cover art of it, you know the cookie with the
broken cookie,
with the sad face, definitely takes us to that space. And even when you're talking about, you know, I mean, like Albie Sachs, you know what I mean, the photo bomb, and then you're talking about the German automobiles, and you juxtaposing those traumas, you know, which is like, it seems like you just articulated that now, is like, you know, keeping up with the Joneses. Is that what the trauma is right now?
Can I piggyback on that? Do you in the game right now feel peerless? Like, do you feel lonely as like, because even the stuff you just said now about like all your friends are dead, you know, well, not like that, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I don't feel peerless in that I can hear 19-year-old and see in him or her the kind of talent and the kind of values that I had. So I can look at that and go, that's one of them.
That's that
shit. That's coming. You know, that's you know, with the right kind of, you know, so I don't feel in that sense, I don't feel lonely. I don't feel like, yo, man, I'm the only man. These dudes are, you know, I don't feel like, in that sense, no, I don't, because there's enough, you know, if you do your Googles, there's enough out there, and maybe not, you know, you know, a lot, you know.
There's a decent amount,
but there's a decent amount of like, you know, where you can go, yo, man, yo, this.
Out there.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, there's, you know, there is that. But the unit measure for oil is still a barrel, but it's shipped in tankers, right? And we still the thing is still the same. The thing is still the same, but but it's not, bro. But it's not, you know, it's still the same, but it's not. And you know, yeah, so I do not feel like peerless. And you asked me,
I think I'm just trying to understand what your battle or you akin your demons to. It sounds like materialism. Like,
in general?
Yeah.
Oh, sin. I'm like, you know, I repent every day. I pray every day. Those are my battles, you know. And you know, I am, you know, blessed enough and lucky enough to have been saved, and I am, you know, a blood washed, born again Christian.
God is good.
And so that's where I'm at. You know, that's where I'm at as far as like, so the struggle is every day. It's like, you know, brushing your teeth. You cannot say you are hygienic if on day 3, you know, you didn't do it, and on you know, that's the lesson I was told to my son. I said, it's like that. It's like that. Consistency. It's like, yo, every day you have to, you know, and you know, and get to know the Lord, and you know. So those are my real battles. That's why, you know, like even when people say, yo, what's the, you know, so but those battles also coincide with you. Yeah, my demons are Autobahn, German engineering for exhaust. You know, the children, the trauma, we froggy when it's a false alarm. You know what I mean? It's like, we come from that, bro. We still kind of, those things still there, bro. You know, I still, you know, I unfortunately, I consumed too much materialistic rap as a developing teenager and young adult, that, you know, I might be like, yo, I might be a little irresponsible with my with my, spending. I might not be,
I think we're all in that group therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, we okay. Yeah, we need a cell group for that.
Yeah.
we need a cell group for that. And more, more. Like how, being in love with with the facade. As much as you see that the facade is dangerous and it kills people and it's damaging to your personhood and your, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna post this pic. I'm gonna post this pic. I'm gonna post this pic. Come on.
Get these likes up.
I'm gonna post this pic. Come on, look at this.
I'm gonna kill him with this one.
Come on. Terrible. Yeah. Terrible. And look, we laugh about it, but it's a real issue, and it's I just think it's funny because in hip hop being preachy is like a bad thing, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, you're being preachy, man. Shut your preaching ass. Yeah,
why? What you trying to kick knowledge?
Right. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. In my real life, yo, that sermon went down, bro. Like I went back to, So, but again, I think that's a good thing. And the silver lining for me is, yes, we should not go to hip hop for Bible verses. We should not go to hip hop for consciousness. We should not go to hip hop for lessons on morality. We should not. Hip hop is music. It's like, if you are a bad guy and you rap, you're gonna rap about bad guy stuff. If you are, and so let's not give it more meaning than it's just get rap, joke. It's music, and some of us it's fed us, and we love it, and we adore it, and and we're trying to. Like a chicken with the feathers. We're trying to extract those things that are damaging to your psyche, and you know what I mean. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like it is what it is. It's the contradiction, but it's trust me. Every day. I don't know. Some people I know here personally. I don't know. Any one of them would tell you, yeah. This guy's told me he's done with this thing. He told me last week he's done with this thing. He's done with this thing. And I am there though. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting it to that point.
Yeah.
It sounds like you. I don't know, man. Like it sounds like right now. Sorry to cut you off, Khatiya. That you literally on some like I'm just gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
And this is what that project sounds like. It just sounds like I'm going to rap how I want. I want to rap on the beats that I want. I'm going to be as conceptual as I want. Yeah. And whoever likes it, and whoever doesn't. As opposed to album out, it's gold or nicks.
Yeah.
Hey yo, hold on.
Hey,
hold on. I felt like
it's not really.
He's not. I felt like a low blow.
Was that a blow? That wasn't a joint,
though.
It's like, hey yo, you doing this for yourself? You okay?
Was that
That's
a
the
blow?
best place to be, though.
Yeah.
No, but that was the album. That was the album mode I was talking about, where we I heard the beat and I was like, "There's only one guy I'm gonna call," and I called him for 6 months. And when he woke up finally,
we talk about MT now, eh?
Oh, I mean, there's someone else on that record, but yeah, probably.
Who else? Younger, shout out Younger.
Yo, Kid X was on that joint. Kid X was on a song, and he had a verse on it, and it was dope verse too. But MT sent me the hook, and I was like, "Yo, hook is amazing." Called him back, amazing, love it, bro. And he's like, "Yo, there's a verse too." I'm like, I really want an MT verse, really. I'm like, I got a lot of people, and it is a single. You can't have a long single. So I was like, yo, send it. I heard the verse. I was like, yo.
Fire.
Hey, yo, Kid X. I gave Kid X something else. Because because of Younger came first.
Yeah.
Like I called Younger first.
Yeah.
Kid X we're in the studio vibing, and so I was like, yo, X, But I paid my dues with X. I gave him a joint, But yeah, and so imagine, right? Imagine, like you hear a verse like that. You go, this is an amazing verse.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, I'm gonna put it on this song. It's probably it fits the song way more than mine, right? But I'm gonna put it on this song because the song is going to be better.
That's the only thing that you didn't really fight against when everybody was just like, yo, an empty body, you.
Yeah.
You were just like,
no, hold on. I don't know about body because body sounds crazy. Body sounds crazy, man.
It do.
It do, but I agree. No, body sound crazy. Body sound like something else. You know, that's battle rap talk. That's like
What would you say happened then?
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to him.
All right. I think he bodied the joint. I think he bodied the joint. I think he bodied the joint. He had the best performance on the song. Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then Younger, and then me. And then me.
Hi.
Yeah, man.
That's as you put it, man.
Sturdy.
I mean, I will take that. That's the accurate one. That's the accurate one.
I think so. That's the accurate one.
I just want to talk back a bit, man. Stop saying all your friends are dead. Amu is still there.
Well, you assume he's my friend. Right? No, he's there. Salute.
Salvin is there. You guys can go to church together now.
I have prayed with Salvin. He's the homie. I have prayed with Salvin. Well, I mean, look, I guess, you know, you know what? I'm gonna take that as like, I love that you said that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that for what you know what I mean? Absolutely. I love that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Glass half full.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So got some
definitely.
people.
Love.
And feel free not to answer this one. But I just wanna like we touched on like the transition from Tumi to Stogie T. And then there was also the religion change in all of this. You went from Muslim to
Christian.
Did you feel like, and I'm not saying this about anything about anyone, I'm asking, did you feel like
Sounds like a
Disclaimer.
I'm about to get cancer.
No. Otherwise, I could just say I was joking. Yeah. But what I want to ask is that did you, not saying that you don't believe, but do you feel like maybe Christianity was more lenient, kind of like brought some leniency as opposed to Islam as to what Stogie T had to do and what Stogie T had to speak about what Stogie T is? I'm not saying you changed but I'm just wondering, was it the leniency that said, okay, let me lean
He's
on
basically
this
saying
side
it's
more?
Stogie T haram.
Yeah. Yeah, Stogie T's haram.
Tumi is the Muslim story.
Yeah, Stogie T kind of haram, man.
Yeah. Tumi's the halal.
Tumi's halal,
Yeah, Tumi's halal.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Wow. Hey, yo, I'm really invested in this rap thing, eh? Like changing religions based on Yeah, no. No, my brother. I was in Paris and
Bonjour.
And they shot up the Bataclan. And 2 or 3 days before that, I was performing at the Bataclan. And they killed the engineer who worked on the Tumi and the Volume album just because he liked some metal music. And they killed him. And when they ran out, they yelled, Allahu Akbar. And I was sitting there watching the TV as they shut down Paris with my children and my family. And I asked myself, okay, it's either, you know, looking at my family's life and looking at my life, I'm like, it's either I'm really like a moderate, lenient Muslim, or I'm not Muslim. I'm not sure. And so I went to go do some investigating, and turned out I wasn't Muslim.
Damn.
And I'm not saying that's what Muslims do, that terrible act, that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
100%.
that was the catalyst for me to examine some really deep questions about where my faith lay and what kind of where I stood, and it wasn't like what's the nearest one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It was like, at the time I was reading a lot of like atheist stuff, Chris Hitchens. Like there's a song I did called Rob the Church, where I say, rest in peace, Chris Hitchens. If you meet God, I hope he listens, like that was where I was at. I was like questioning faith. I was questioning, and I just, I couldn't live godless.
Oh, you could have came to the 5%ers, but yeah, it's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Peace
God. I'm leg, I'm head.
That's like America's shame, that
No, don't do that. No. Don't do that. Don't do that, yeah.
I think we need to wrap up. I think
we're good?
Yeah, but I just want to say, I didn't say anything about the EP. When I was listening to it, like it felt, that's what everybody says. And everybody, when you guys listen to it, you'd feel like it's very 80s synth pop. And then if you had to bring it to like sort of modern terms, you could say vaporwave to an extent. But the way you're saying the things that you're saying, I envision this guy who lives in Soweto, works in Hyde Park, but drives through Miami, That's the kind of thing. Like those two perspectives.
Crazy.
It's like this guy who has this perspective of Soweto, but he works, and sometimes he has a girl he sleeps at in Hyde Park. So he knows that.
It develops.
You were going so well.
But he drives through Miami, like Miami's the vehicle that he transports in just because
that's
of
the sound.
Yeah, that's the sound. Yeah,
so the perspectives are like both the hood, and I like that.
I just heard it on a Vice City radio station, man.
Vice City. That's what I was thinking.
On GTA.
Miami,
yeah, so middle of March it comes out. Man, just a little Scooby snack, as Ricky Rick would say. Shout out to Ricky.
More than a Scooby snack though. It's like 6 joints.
Yeah.
Wholesome snack. Filling snack. Yeah. Appetizer.
Halal.
Salute.
Is it still halal?
Parev.
Any parting words? Because we need to.
Yeah, any parting words? Well, can you give us some classic SA hip hop moments, since we don't have any classic
albums?
So they asked me, what hip hop classic albums are in SA, and I said.
Why
none.
You do that accent?
I said close.
Yeah, bro.
Why you do that accent?
Why I gotta be real?
They asked me.
It Scoop wallet.
No, give me the Model C accent as well. Yeah.
So they asked me, right?
Yeah.
No, so Scoop. He asked me that, but I said there isn't there are records that are very close to being a hip hop classic, but there aren't any. And you know how I think I won that debate.
How he thinks. Let him part.
Let me tell you why I think I won that debate. Because the next day, people posted about 100 classic albums. Do you guys think there's 100 classic hip hop albums?
My brother.
Yeah, but there's also that guy said MC Screwdriver. So I'm just saying. When you say, I don't think people knew what we're talking about. People thinking we're talking about favorites yet again. That's why the easiest hack on social media, try it, is to make a list. Just make a list. Best this, worst this, favorite this. Especially in hip hop, my lord, we are the loudest and ineffectual genre in South Africa.
Hey,
the loudest.
Give me that list. I'll share it.
Yeah. Because you're scared. You'll give it to Keith.
We were doing so well.
We were going so well.
Oh,
hey, man.
Inside jokes. Don't worry. I say hip hop inside jokes.
Definitely not an inside joke. Oh my goodness.
But with that said, did you sort of establish a metric to why you said that? I'm sorry, I didn't watch the thingy.
Yeah, apparently because I don't have a classic.
That's what everybody said. But
Yeah,
but the thing about it is that like what is there a universal objective checklist for what a classic
I used to be
is?
I used to be obsessed with that. I used to be obsessed with creating a universal like the 10 best rappers. There's a exact objective metric. I've been so obsessed with that. And I think you can create an objective kind of metric for that. If you use numbers, if you use what? you guys hold on. You guys love that word impact. I remember when they were doing MTV things, they always use that word impact. What? I never quite understood what impact meant.
Double impact. We grew up with that.
Shout out to Van Damme.
No, at the time I just said like, unskippable, because to me that was like the first kind of, but obviously there are other things, like how it ages, you know what I mean? How something ages, like even if it's like a forward time, like quick example. I was doing a documentary with this director, and I was like, yo man, we should get this camera guy because he's got this style, this really dope style, right? And he said to me, no. I said, why not, bro? He said, because if you just shoot the head, if you just shoot the talking head and just shoot it classically and have him say what he says, that is timeless. Whereas you use the style of today, in like 2 years, it's going to be like, oh, get into it, yeah. You know what I mean? You TV guys, so you know what I mean? They style, these things, you can tell, oh no, that's why you can tell Gem Alley's from, you know what I mean? It's because of the style and the deco. So, so there's that as well, where it's like, yo, some things, alive, like, shout out to Amo, but, if you listen to Pick a Dream and you listen to his album, nah, son. Amos, and shout out to I love Amo. I love my man. I'm just saying that I know. But no, just the age, the thing ages because it's like, the live thing is timeless. It's it's got the sound that kind of. Yeah, I was doing well.
There you go. Another moment.
I love you so much, Amo. That set you played at the hip hop thing was amazing. And we danced for 3 hours.
And there was no Jay-Z song.
No, not one. Crazy.
Yeah. But we were doing well. There's another hack for everybody on the internet. Just say something about Stogie, man, and then you got a little
you answer.
You'll answer with a beautiful.
That's not true. That is not true. That is not
preamble.
True. Yeah, well, not to everything, but you do answer. I think maybe that's why people are like, oh, okay.
That is not true.
Just poke the Stogie bear.
Stogie bear.
That is not true.
So you answer.
Just poke the Stogie bear, dog. I'm telling y'all. I'm giving y'all the keys.
But anyway, with everything you just said now, timeless and everything, I think Levels ticks all of those things. And we can talk about it after this because I understand that we're out of time.
We're
not
talk
taking
about
questions, are we?
And it's not a classic unless
two. Just two.
Yeah, let's cap it at 2.
Sana, you had
There's a
questions.
roving mic.
Sana was sending me questions the whole week. Sending, I must ask you.
Then
now
why
is
don't
your
you ask
chance. That Rasta there.
Who's your favorite rapper ever?
AKA. Yeah. What is that?
Do you not want to ask a question?
Go
ahead, ask a
I'm
question.
just saying, right? I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he said, what's a classic?
Levels.
Yeah.
Homie's going to ask a question there.
Yes, sir.
This might be very personal, but I just really want to know, since I'm a fan of both of you, what's your favorite AKA verse ever?
Verse.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't know about verse, but song is Daddy Issues.
Oh, wow.
But he
I just said.
Return of the King intro.
It's one of the verses on Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
Oh, that Return of the King is crazy.
And you took it off DSPs. It's fine.
Return of the King, Ooh, that one's crazy. He even rapped that on Sway a little. Now he put a little bit of that. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
I just want to say thank you for your presence.
Salute.
I think you've meant so much to SA hip hop. You've meant so much to the world that when you were on Sway, you literally put all those hyenas in elephant graves.
Hyena! Salute, brother.
I'm sad that and you know, I know Kabelo, I know Gito, and at the end of the day, it's like, I don't think we really appreciate your ability to contextualize who you are in this country and who we are as young people, faced with a country that is young, is facing a lot of different challenges, but we're able to have a voice. And you are able to contextualize it. The fact that you go from being Tumi, who speaks as a young person in the song Yvonne, who falls in love with a girl, but finds out that she's brutally raped. And then you contextualize that to what people said in 1955 about the security and the ability to walk around in the Freedom Charter. Now, I know it's bugging. It bugs me. I'm a lawyer by profession.
Right.
And it bugs me that you were able to contextualize the same things that people in 55 were fighting for still exist as the pains, right? So, more than anything, I just want to also thank you as a Sobering Podcast crew.
That's us.
That you are able to have a voice and a platform to speak. Do you understand? Like, speaking was not a freedom.
Talk about it.
Right?
This nigga party.
Nah, I'm out here.
This nigga party.
I'm out here. I'm out here.
That's my dude, man.
I'm party. But one of the things is, what I want to understand is, like, when you did the Sway freestyle, right? And you said, you know, these are the women that we took to Mary Stopes who had to fight the rope-a-dope, right?
Who had to learn the rope-a-dope.
Yeah. It's, how did you put that together to contextualize? Because you're like, when I say South Africa, you think Trevor, right? And you go, I talk about Nelson. And you go, no, I say Nigeria, you think Fella. I'm talking about the Delta. The ability to juxtapose. How was your growing up and being in South Africa and coming to Soweto from Zambia? How were you able to use that to be the fuel for who you are, not only as Tumi, but as Stogie T, but as the man you are, as the father you are of 2 kids, as the man who meets fans and is expected to be perfect, but is a man? How do you make sense of all of that?
I think you gotta see
because
that person.
I need that to be who I am.
Yeah, you need to work around with that nigga.
Yeah. That's Blitz Law School.
Yeah.
You don't get it anywhere else.
Come on, brother.
Shout out to the Kudu Box.
Shout out, brother.
Kudu Box?
Yeah.
Yeah, the how can be a whole 2 hours, bro. And I love doing the house. I love the house. I did Freestyle Friday. We did Verse of the Year because I love the how. The how is always I love that conversation. To me, it's a more important conversation than the who. Who's the best? How are they the best? It's more interesting to me than the who, you know? So I love the how, but unfortunately, you know, we don't have time for the how. That's like, I could tell you the whole, you know, the science of it. It's like, yo,
how, Sway?
Right, how, Sway? How on Sway? Right. And then, I think the you know, the other thing is just like, you know, just I think being, it's called social acuity, you know? It's like just being able to, you know, to tap in, bro, to not ignore my society, my community, to not perceive myself as above them, but as them, as in the community, and to be like, yo, because also I live through these things, and you know, that's why I always challenge guys, always, including Big Zulu. I say, yeah, you rap in Zulu, but I talk more SA shit than you. You know what I mean? And different SA shit. When he's rapping and not making, anyway. So I'm just saying, So, you know, for me, I'm like, I challenge, I challenge anyone. I challenge anyone to like question what it is, the context is, what I'm talking about. It's not, you know, it's not Brooklyn, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's so, you know, that's, you know, and that's just because that's something that I grew up kind of, you know, in, you know, like, that was, the upbringing was that. So, but, you know, the how we can talk about later, bro. We can, Salute.
After the performance,
I think I've got a question. One question, please.
Where are you?
Oh, right here.
He's right over here.
Right here.
Oh, you heard the question that came before you. You better,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Hey, my man, no pressure.
One thing. Stogie, you keep putting up mixtapes, and the most previous one that I can remember is this.
Empire Sheep.
No.
Oh.
You put out a live of the Kelly Finnegan story. Why are you putting it out if you're gonna take it out? I need freedom. I need to hear it. Why is it not out there? You put it out and then you took it out.
You put it out,
took it down.
Pause, my nigga. Pause, my nigga. Like, yo.
Okay, pause.
Like he's grabbing your whole game there. He's put it in.
I did it twice, but he did it twice.
Come on, man.
Yo, bro. Pause. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Come on, man.
Why are you taking things down?
That's not what he said.
Say like he says.
Say pause, bro. Just say pause.
Because I enjoy
No, we're not moving. Pause that shit, man.
Did you pause it, bro?
Did you
Yeah,
pause?
no.
I ain't pausing, man. I need an answer.
That's us for the night, ladies and gentlemen. We're definitely not doing that. Hey,
Yo, man, I know this is like, but this is a person. Yo, please give Fro this guy has been begging. You RSVP'd, emailed.
send me questions in the week.
All of that. Like,
If I don't make it,
He's sober soldier. That's a sober soldier out there.
We had to make an exception
Return
for
of the
sober
king.
soldier.
It ain't funny. You thought your reign was a permanent thing. Write these names in a hall of fame.
Bro, you can't rap. Yo, you gotta ask the question. No.
you're rapping the passage for him, man. Come on,
Nah,
1 o'clock.
Stogie is like, I really look up to the legend. Dumelang. My name is Sana. T, not to make this political, but I think this year in South Africa, we in a year where we're hoping for so much change, given it's an election year and so many things are happening in this country, good and bad as well, and we in a time where, I think change is needed so much. And I respect your political views. I know that you know a lot about South African politics from Khale, and your upbringing also informs so much, politically. Given that this is a political year and we lead into elections now, what are your thoughts on where we are economically as a country, one? And what are your hopes after, after the elections and stuff like that?
I wish you heard Shallow, bro.
Yeah. Nigga, this is Stogie T, not
I wish you heard
That's
Shallow.
such a Tumi question.
Nah, no comment.
Tumi's gone,
Oh
bro.
my, and that is such a Tumi. Oh my God.
Trust me,
You
Sana.
got
When you hear
such a-
Shallow, it
Yeah,
will be
the
answered.
answers are in there.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Now, peace.
Yo, man, this is Stogie T.
Yeah,
Yeah, but just on the real, Stogie, I think I'd echo. What Lebu also said. You know what I mean? Like, we can joke around and we can poke holes and poke the Stogie Bear as much as we want, but you really have been someone that really has championed this thing of ours, and you've been unapologetic in championing hip hop and living it in all spheres, from ground up to getting your hands dirty in the battle mud to smoking the stogies on Diamond Walk, and just even just being on this platform because you believe that it's a platform that really represents hip hop. And
Absolutely. I don't do any interviews. I don't do that. I always say you have to be part of the culture. And that's I always have time for people who, if the thing became illegal, I said that they'll find some way to still do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, so no
And
one in life.
We all going down.
Yeah, we're all going down, and we're thankful for that, man. It's all fun and games, but the truth is, we thank you, and we appreciate you, bro.
Goat name too.
Yeah.
Dango,
Okay.
Goat name. Sobering.
Yeah.
come on.
The Sobering.
Low key.
Come on.
Yeah, no, high key, man.
This is
With
in
that
Lil
said,
Yachty's
man,
words. It's us.
Yeah. With that said, you know how it goes, man. Shout out to my moms. We out.
Hey yo.